You stood there saying nothing, like words would only make it worse. Your eyes were already leaving, while mine were holding on to hurt. You said my name like an ending, like it was time to let me go. But my heart was still speaking, even when yours said no. I heard the door, I felt the change, but love refused to disengage. I loved you more than goodbye, more than walking away, more than the final silence you left for me to face. Even when you turned your back, I was still choosing you. Yeah, I loved you more than goodbye, and that's the truth. I packed your memory gently, like it might still break. I replayed every moment, wondering what love takes. You let go like it was mercy, like staying would be cruel. But some hearts don't understand how to stop loving you. You were already finished, I was still in between. I loved you more than goodbye, more than pride, more than pain. I stayed longer than I should have, just to feel you remain. I don't regret the way I loved, or the nights I stayed true. Yeah, I loved you more than goodbye, even when you knew. Maybe love doesn't end with words, maybe it fades in time. Maybe some hearts keep beating long after the last line. I don't need you to return, that's not what I ask. I just need to know my love was never a mistake. I loved you more than goodbye, but I'm learning how to let go. I won't chase what disappeared or beg for what I don't know. Even if a part of me still whispers your name. I loved you more than goodbye, and I love myself the same. Some love doesn't end at goodbye, it ends when you finally rebreathe. The city lights were trembling like they already knew. Something fragile was ending between me and you. We talked about ordinary things, like tomorrow still belong. But every word was breaking, like it knew it didn't belong. You looked at me like you were tired, I looked at you like I was afraid. It was the night we lost forever, now with fire, now with blame. Just two hearts growing distant. Your hands were cold inside your jacket, mine were reaching for the past. I kept waiting for a sign that we were meant to last. You said we'll be okay somehow, but somehow never came. I heard the end inside your voice before you said my name. Love doesn't always leave loudly. Sometimes it just stays still. It was the night we lost forever, in the pauses, in the slow. I was still holding on to us while you were letting go. I tried to fix what wasn't broken. You tried not to hurt me more. Yeah, it was the night we lost forever, standing at the door. Maybe forever isn't a promise. Maybe it's just what we believe, until one night teaches our hearts how quietly love can leave. I would have stayed through anything if I knew you still would too, but forever slipped away between me and you. It was the night we lost forever, but I still remember the warmth. Before goodbye, learn how to speak. Before love turned into foam. Even now when nights grow heavy and the stars don't feel the same, I still carry that moment where forever slipped away. Some nights don't end, they follow you. You packed your words into a whisper, like none of it weighed you down. You said it's better this way, like love was easy to put down. I stood there holding the questions you didn't want to explain. You turned your back without shaking, like staying would cause you pain. I was still fighting for us, while you were already free. You walked away so easily, like I was never hard to lose. Like every night I stayed awake meant nothing to you. I broke my heart just trying to stay. You didn't even hesitate. Yeah, you walked away so easily, and I'm still here. Stop calling before you left, like you were practicing the end. I kept believing silence was something love could mend. I learned your distance by heart, every pause, every delay. You were already gone inside, long before you walked away. I would have tried one more time if I knew you still cared. You walked away so easily, didn't look back, didn't slow. I was still holding on to us while you were hate you for leaving. I just wish it showed the one we had once mattered more than letting go. You walked away so easily, but I loved you honestly. I stayed through doubt, through silence, through everything you couldn't see. I won't beg for what is gone. I won't chase what chose to flee. Yeah, you walked away so easily, but loving you was never easy for me. Some people leave quietly, others are left to feel everything. You said it softly, almost kindly, like it wouldn't stay. Just a sentence hanging in the air, then you walked away. I didn't answer, I just nodded like I understood. But some words don't fade with silence, even when they should. I let you leave without a fight, but your voice stayed every night. I'm still holding your last words, they're all I have of you. Every promise, every ending still sounds painfully true. I moved on in every way, except the truth they left behind. Yeah, I'm still holding your last words like they're frozen in time. I replay them in the quiet, between sleep and waking up, wondering if you meant them, or if you'd already given up. You didn't raise your voice or cry, you didn't break apart. You just left a sentence unfinished inside my heart. I don't remember how you left, I remember what you said. I'm still holding your last words in the middle of the night. They don't hurt the way they used to, but they never lost their bite. I forgave you long ago, but forgiveness doesn't rewind. Yeah, I'm still holding your last word like they're mine. Maybe words aren't meant to last this long inside the chest. Maybe love ends, now we're leaving, but with what's left unsaid. I don't need another answer, I don't need you to return. I just wish the final sentence didn't have to burn. I'm still holding your last words, but I'm learning how to let them go. They don't get to shape my future just because they hurt me so. Even if they echo sometimes when the nights feel unkind, I'm still holding your last words, but they won't define my life. Some words don't end conversations, they end chapters. I learned how to smile again, learn how to stand on my feet. I learned how to live with less, learned how to breathe. But somewhere under all this healing, something never came back home. Like a room that still remembers what it used to hold. And I don't bleed the way I did before, but I don't feel the same. This is a heart that never recovered from loving you too deep. It still beats, it still believes, but not the way it used to be. I moved on, I found my way, but something stayed behind. Yeah, this is a heart that never recovered, and it's still mine. I don't replay the way you left me, I don't ask where we went wrong, but every time I trust again, my heart hesitates too long. I build new walls I never wanted, call them wisdom, call them time, but love feels lighter than before, like it's afraid to try. I survived what broke me, but it changed the sound. This is a heart that never recovered from promises that faded slow. It learned how to protect itself, but forgot how to hope. I don't regret the love I gave, or the nights I lost to you. Yeah, this is a heart that never recovered, but it loved true. Maybe some hearts are meant to return to who they were. Maybe breaking is the price of loving without reserve. I don't wish you'd stay, that's not my truth. I just wish my heart remembered who it was before you. This is a heart that never recovered, but it still knows how to care. It doesn't fall the way it did, but it's still standing there. Even if it beats a little scared, even if it moves unsure. This is a heart that never recovered, but it endures. Some hearts don't heal completely, yeah, they just learn how to You stopped asking how I was doing, stopped noticing when I changed. Your hands were still holding mine, but they didn't feel the same. We talked like everything was normal, like nothing was slipping away. But love doesn't die from anger, it dies when it's not far for each day. I kept leaning into the silence, you kept calling it peace. This is where your love stopped trying, not with goodbye, not with blame. Just fewer words, fewer reasons, till nothing felt the same. I was still choosing us out loud, you were already done inside. Yeah, this is where your love stopped trying, mine learned how to survive. reaching when I was hurting. Stopped hearing what I didn't say. I learned how to carry the weight of loving someone halfway. You said I'm just tired lately. I said I understand, but love shouldn't feel like waiting for someone to take your hand. I would have tried forever if you tried one more time. This is where your love stopped trying, in the quiet and the slow. I kept warming every moment, you kept letting it go. I broke myself staying hopeful while you drifted away. Yeah, this is where your love stopped trying, and I stayed anyway. Maybe love isn't always loud, maybe it just fades from view. Maybe hearts don't shatter, they just stop choosing you. I don't hate you for leaving, I just wish you had shown when the last time you tried was already gone. This is where your love stopped trying, but I won't stay here anymore. I gave enough, I stayed too long. I can't carry us both anymore. Even if it still hurts sometimes, even if I still cry, this is where your love stopped trying, and where I finally choose my life. Love didn't fail, it was abandoned. Still knows your footsteps, even though you're gone. I reach for you without thinking, like a habit holding on. Your laugh still fills the corners where silence learned to stay. I walk through all the moments that never went away. I don't miss every memory, I miss the space you filled. I'm empty where you were, like a house without a sound. I'm standing in the life we built, but you're nowhere around. I don't break the way I used to, I just take a little more. Yeah, I'm empty where you were, right down to my core. Your jacket's still beside the door, like you're meant to come back soon. I tell myself it doesn't matter, but the night still feels too big a room. I've learned how to keep breathing, learned how to make it through. But every quiet moment, that's what I became without you. You didn't take everything, you just took the light. I'm empty where you were, in the middle of my days. I fill the hours carefully, but they still know your name. I don't chase what disappears, I don't beg anymore. Yeah, I'm empty where you were, and I can't ignore. shape of what we had, still resting in my hands. Even if the hollow stays, even if it's sore, I'm empty where you were, but I'm more than before. Some love doesn't leave pain, it leaves space. You made the decision in silence, like I wasn't standing there. You closed the chapter gently, like my heart wasn't inside it still. I was holding on to maybe, you were holding on to done. I was asking for tomorrow, you were already gone. I would have stayed and fought if staying was still mine to choose. This is the end and I didn't choose the goodbye I never agreed to. I was still writing us when you erased the truth. I didn't walk away from love, I just ran out of safe. Yeah, this is the end and I didn't choose, but I have to live with it anyway. You said this is for the best now, like best was something clear, but love doesn't feel like mercy when it leaves you here. I replay the moment endlessly, searching for my mistake, but some endings don't come from failure, they come when hearts won't wait. You didn't ask if I was ready, you just let go. This is the end and I didn't choose. No warning, no review, I was still holding on to hope while you were seeing it through. I gave you all the say I had, I trusted what we were. Yeah, this is the end and I didn't choose, and it still hurts. Maybe love doesn't need permission to leave when it's tired. Maybe some hearts choose freedom while others stay wired. I don't hate you for deciding, I just wish I knew when the last time my voice mattered was already through. This is the end and I didn't choose, but I won't disappear inside it. I loved you honestly, completely, even when I had no say. I won't beg for a rewrite, I won't curse what was true. This is the end and I didn't choose, but I'll choose what I do. Some endings are mutual, they survive.